Jojo.
At least, please just call it Tempranillo.
No, Tempranillo.
No, because Spanish is...
Daddy's home. You're not the daddy.
So anyway, welcome to episode 13 of the Pit of Chimps podcast.
Welcome.
Sponsors?
Yeah, let me just... There we go. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. It's alright, he's going away, he's not... Oh, he's come back.
We're sponsored by Angry Dogs in this episode.
Here we go. Have you noticed how... Oh, Simon, this is a question for you, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of sponsors, have you noticed how many terrible websites are around nowadays?
Yes.
Do you long for the good old days of Yahoo GeoCities?
Yes.
Well, thankfully, Pentagon Milky Way have your back. Pentagon Milky Way is a service that allows you to build a website just like the ones they had in the late 90s.
Mm-hmm.
It's super easy to do. Want a low-quality animated GIF of a fire all over your homepage? No problem. Simply click the fire icon and Pentagon Milky Way will automatically cover the page in them. How about a guest book so your friends can leave you feedback about your website and throw random insults at you? Just click the sad face emoji and watch as everyone lets you know how much they hate you. Pentagon Milky Way. Let's take the internet back to the 90s. Yeah, bish. So we've got some upset
dogs.
Livestock.
Yeah.
in the Pit of Chimps HQ here.
There are guest hosts for today's episode.
Yeah. Come here.
Gail Platt.
Gail Platt. Come on, Gail.
And Milky Saunders.
Milky Saunders, come here. There we go.
There are guests for this episode.
We're also sponsored by Craig's.
Daddy's Home, their new tagline.
Daddy's Home. This Sunday at Craig's, it's a Bring a Nan Day. Bring a nan with you and get a free 4-hour session with an employee of your choice.
A nan bread?
No, a nan.
A grandma?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you donate a nan to the Craig's Nan Appeal, you get free sessions every Sunday for a year. Craig's. Think different.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Craig's. So that's and we're also sponsored by Big Fellow. Never forget. We're also sponsored by... Do you have a talent? Do you have a contorted spinal column or equivalent? Here at Fascinating Prospect, we believe you are the most fascinating prospect, and you can colour us fascinated by the prospects you have, as work is found for a fascinating prospect like yourself. The process is simple. Simply create your own website via the website host of your choice, upload a CV to it, and the rest is down to you. Fascinating Prospects, we're here for you.
Wow.
What do you think about Fascinating Prospects?
Sounds like there's a lot of fascinating prospects going on.
Yeah, I'm not sure about their process though. I know they've sponsored this episode, but the process sounds a bit alarming to me.
So bad. We're going to lose them otherwise.
Yeah, okay.
We've lost all the only sponsors that have stuck by us so far.
Craig's and big fella.
Yeah, no one else. I don't know. It's their loss, I suppose.
It is their loss. We are the most coveted spot on the podcasting world.
I've got some more nostalgia.
Okay, let's go. Yeah.
So remember when you were in high school playing games where the object was to make the other person bleed?
Yes.
That was good times.
Mm-hmm.
And coming across all sorts of weird stuff, staying up watching late night TV. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Good times. Using a pencil to rewind your cassettes when they'd gotten wound up.
Yes.
Taking a bath in a big tin in the garden because there was no running hot water.
Of course.
Hiding in the basement when the air raid sirens went off.
Yeah.
Being sent to Coventry on a train with a load of other kids.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good time. And a catchphrase with Roy Walker.
I do remember that, yeah. They remember it too, I think.
Yeah.
Secret host
Gail!
for today.
I
do remember this is a very staggered start to this episode, but we're rolling with it anyways.
Yeah.
This episode is titled Dog Special.
Yeah.
Dog Special. I'm just going to jump in with a letter we've received from...
oh, excellent.
Right, I'm just going to read it anyway. Hey Chimps, this is dog related actually.
Oh, there we go.
Hey Chimps, my dog has recently prolapsed and isn't his usual self. It's a bad start. Bad times. I've tried everything from hand cream to injecting him with bin juice. I'm not sure.
No.
Very questionable. Should I sell my dog at the local dog auction, or should I have him erased, or shall I whip him up a delicious fresh batch of Angel Delight? Any advice would be quite satisfying, I suppose. Nice one, Clark Bovril from Chessex.
I suppose. Well, we've gone through the effort of writing into us.
Yeah.
I'd say given his level of care so far, it's probably better that he gives the dog up and the dog go to another owner, to
I
be
think
honest.
that would be the best. The best Yes.
I mean, don't erase it.
No.
Let's not erase it.
It can be saved. It's salvaged. That's a sad letter. I don't like that letter.
Yeah.
And now let's read a more uplifting one.
Yeah.
Hi guys. Would you like to come to my birthday bash?
Yes.
I've invited all the top stars, including Tom Hanks and Lily Savage.
Oh wow.
I think we can all be happy together here at my birthday bash party. We'll have all the foods, including birthday buns and cress. There'll be so much food you'll never need to leave. So I do so hope you will come to my birthday bash experience, because if you don't, the consequences will be dire for all concerned. Please state which variety of Fanta you would like, and I would try to get some in. See you soon. Terry from Orkney.
Ah.
There you go, nice letter there. Invite you to a birthday party. Sounds
I'm
fun.
up for that.
Which Fanta are you having?
Which one? Fancy.
Fanta. You said
tropical.
State which Fanta you're having.
Tropical.
No Fanta lemon.
No.
Lemon
tropical.
The best one.
I think Gail Platt said that. Just to warn the listeners, you may hear some dogs shortly at some point.
Yeah. Why are we warning them?
Well, they may all. It may just be loud noise. Loud. Like that. I've got some fan letters. Gail, come on, Gail. It's all right.
Big fellow.
Gail Platt.
Gail Platt is our guest host this evening. The dog of choice on Dog Special here at Pit of Chimps. Pit of Dogs.
Pit of Dogs.
But before you do whatever you're about to do, I'm just going to read the weather report.
Oh, fantastic!
So we've got a weather report feature now on the show.
Yeah.
This is from our weather report guy, Soggy Jones.
Oh, sorry, just kicked the dog in the vagina.
Hello, good evening. Well, we've still got some luscious gusts and soggy showers rumbling around, swirling around this area of brown pressure, in turn sinking southwards over the next hour or so, confining the filthiest of showers to England and Wales. He's not happy about that weather report at all. Less depressing news for the northwest. Fewer sog patches, more in the way of tangy sunshine.
Ooh.
We took a look at the radar picture from earlier today, and it shows a golden sprinkling of showers. Some of those gooey and even trumpet-esque in nature. And tonight, those prove rather reluctant indeed to fade away, especially down in the northern regions and the Gulf Coast. Elsewhere, it becomes dry with some spooky mist patches floating around.
Halloween.
It's not ages ago.
It was ages ago.
Early morning mist soon burns away tomorrow morning, so remember to wear goggles. It's a dry, damp start in a fair few places such as Swindon, though the cloud is tending to build up, and we see a few clouds relieving themselves all over your gaff. Then, much like today, those showers become a lot more widespread and sensual, obese, and even hard in nature. Especially so in parts unknown, but we can't rule out the odd transsexual shower from east to west. People are going to wake up to confusing conditions.
Oh, you're not happy about those confusing conditions.
Angry protesters.
Gail Platt is Gail Platt, get over here.
There's some absolutely horrendous.
Well, you can't blame Ian. Was it Ian who was married to her? EastEnders.
What?
Gail Platt. It was Ian who was married to her.
Kevin Webster, wasn't it?
Oh, sorry. Who was Ian?
Sally. No.
Ian Beale.
Gail. She married everyone. She married that murderer.
Ken Barlow, I think it was.
She married that murderer guy.
You can't blame him for this behaviour.
You can't. This is very. This is an unprecedented reaction to a weather report.
Oh, did you hear a gunshot come from upstairs then?
I did. Shall I try and continue the weather report? I think
yeah.
Calm down a bit.
Oh,
no,
Gail.
About the continuation.
Come on, Gail Platt. Here we go.
People are going to wake up to confusing conditions in England as well as southern Bognor Regis. As for the rest of the UK, a lot of sultry weather, and the same goes for the northern powerhouse. With our temperatures then at best 7 degrees in the Egmore area, but a breezy day with plentiful arsebarps, especially later on for all sides of the country. That's all from me. Back to Simon and Tom with the fruit rankings.
Nice lead in.
Voiceover, sponsored by Rear Admiral Ron Portugal's Weathermasts, ensuring the weather is ready and waiting.
Fantastic.
So, fruit rankings. Are you ready?
Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Well, neither, because neither are in this fruit rankings. At number 5 5 we have blueberries.
Oh, it's about time.
They've
I'm going to say that.
been hiding in the shadows.
Gail Platt doesn't like blueberries. Oi! Gail! Gail Platt! Get over here. Here we go. Come here. Why don't you be more like your brother?
We can never
Where
record
is he?
in dog conditions ever again.
Oh, here he is. He's just sitting over here. Hello.
At number 4,
Yep.
we have apples.
I'm gonna meow the out of here.
Apples.
Yeah.
Well, standard.
At number 3, we have peaches.
The singer.
No, just the tin peaches.
Ah, okay.
At number
In
2,
brine.
In brine, yeah. In brine.
Nice.
In sunflower oil.
Oh. Woof. Woof.
Yeah, the dog was very happy about peaches in
Yeah,
brine.
peaches in brine.
Peaches in brine, Gail?
Oh.
She's not happy about peaches in brine.
Oh, she loves it. Gail. Gail Platt.
Peaches in brine.
Peaches in brine.
Peaches in brine.
Peaches in brine. Peaches in brine.
Peaches in brine.
Peaches in brine.
Peaches in brine.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's Arson Sharp.
Arson Sharp, our fan.
Our fan
One of
from
our
last week.
fans.
Hello.
And look how happy Gail Platt is to see him.
Oh, I know. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Sorry, I'm late.
Gail Platt's very happy to see you.
Mission failed. We'll get 'em next time.
Number 2, we have pears.
Oh, okay. Pears, yeah.
And at number 1, we have pineapples.
Sorry, is
Ah.
this the meat list?
The
Have
fruit
I walked in on the meat list?
No, the fruit rankings.
Of course.
Oh,
Sorry,
sorry.
the pineapple pears.
To welcome Arson
Sorry,
Sharp to the
sorry. I'm
Arson
such,
Sharp.
such a big fan that I just walk in.
Drink my motherfucking Mountain Dew, you sons of bitches!
show. Yep.
Exactly.
There we go.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm a big fan.
You're
Gail
a
Platt's
Shoot
happy
my
now.
mouth off.
She's been
I bet she's been balking like a right so-and-so.
She has. Tom, I'm going to give you an option here. Sesame seed bun or combat sports?
oh, to eat.
Just whatever you prefer.
I prefer a brioche bun to a sesame seed, so I'll go with combat sports. What about you, Arson?
Or was it a brioche bun or
No, a sesame seed bun.
sesame.
Yeah.
Well,
If it was a brioche bun, then it'd be a harder decision.
no, sesame. I don't like contact.
No.
So, sesame seeds.
Sesame seed bun.
Yeah.
No contact.
That's a good call.
No contact for Arson.
Tom, I know this has come in quite late into the episode. I know you hadn't been planned, but I do intercept your mail.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
I forgot to give you this letter, so
It might be from the NHS
it
about
might
my
be from
valve.
the NHS about the valve. It
Follow
could
up.
be. I think it
Oh,
might
I
be.
hope it's about your valve.
I think it's gonna
I've
be.
been listening.
Every episode.
Yes,
I think
I
it's gonna
have.
be. I think it's gonna be about the valve.
I hope so.
I think it is.
Fingers crossed.
I think it is.
It's another legal letter. Legal and Sons, Responsible Loans and Hitman Agency,
Oh.
written in Comic Sans. Look at the amount of fonts we've got
That's
here. They've
disappointing, but hilarious.
And let me just count the number of fonts they've used.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a slightly different version. 10.
Well, should we read it first and then do the font?
There's 10 different fonts used here.
Can you name them all though? After you've read it.
Okay, so we've got Comic Sans, Legal Sons, Responsible Loans and Hitman Agency. Dear Tom. Oh, that's another one actually. That I'm not sure. That looks like maybe just a standard Sans amp bass pedal.
Sorry.
We've got Courier. We write to you today to inform you your debt for the purposes of legal representation is severely overdue. If you do not want to pay with the amount of £33.18 by December 25th, you will know about it with due force. And that was written in another font. I'm not sure of that one. It's another font. It's also our duty to remind you of the interest on your loan. It now stands at £74,000 328 pence. By December 25th, this total will be £827,921 pence and 40 pence. Pounds 80 and 40. Okay, right. Hang on. Okay. Yep. Nobody is safe except your co-host Simon, who was kind enough to provide your correct address and social security details.
You're welcome.
Kind regards, Sergi Gillespie, CEO, and Terry Legal, Chief Whip. Responsible Loans and Hitman Agency.
There you
Wouldn't
go.
fuck with Terry Legal.
I know.
So what do you think about that? Something you got a heavy price
I mean,
to pay.
to be honest, it's just another legal letter that I'm gonna rip up and put in my bin.
I would
Take that, Terry Legal.
I would
It's
take.
been what you call your bum bum.
Yeah, don't tell them that.
Funk country or jazz country?
Funk country.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, hang on, what's the other option? Jazz country.
Jazz country.
Jazz country.
And as a follow-up
Really?
question, do you ever wake up in the morning and think to yourself, "Hot damn, I wish Zayton Day was still with us."
Who?
Oh, Tay Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zayton
the
Day.
chocolate rain.
yeah, Zayton Day.
It's a no. It's a hard no from me.
Well, it's a hard yes from me.
Zayton Day.
Yeah,
Chocolate rain.
the guest.
Yeah.
I like this baritone.
I don't know
did like
what is.
his baritone.
What
It was
episode? Are
good.
we on episode 3 now or 4?
We're on episode 13.
13. Sorry, yeah. Of
Why don't you
course.
drink some more booze, you big booze hound?
I've got a fan letter. Oh, sorry, you've got another question.
No, I don't have any more questions. I'm out of questions. Well, I'm not
Have we
out,
had fan
by the way.
letters
I don't
for-
know. I just don't want to ask you any more questions right at this moment.
I've got a fan letter here.
Okay.
All right, you cunts.
Again, why did you go with the
I
vicious
don't know, they're always
Rude.
really aggressive to
So
start
rude.
with.
I mean, I'm coming into this as a fan.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even dream of starting
Your
my
letter was
letter.
really nice, Arson, to be fair. It was
Which
Yeah.
is why you're here. We're not inviting.
thank
Who was
you.
it last
Yeah.
time? Stonefish. He's not coming on.
No,
the show.
no.
No.
Let's see if this person can redeem themselves anyway.
Yeah.
My friend Steve recently acquired the ability to read dogs' minds after being fitted with a retainer at the dentist.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Have you ever
Yeah,
been
checks
gifted with an unusual ability? If so, what was it and how did you use it? Eerily yours,
I like that.
Marshall.
I like that. He really yours.
Yeah.
Sounds like a ghost.
So have any of us ever been gifted with an unusual ability? And if so, what was it and how did you use it? Marshall wants to know.
I have. I was gifted the ability to take a can of Worthington Smooth and pour it slightly to the left of my mouth all over my body.
Oh.
That's quite a skill.
Yeah.
My mind sounds stupid now. But when I was circumcised, I could manipulate time.
Oh.
So I get like ridiculous now after that
Yeah.
story, but yeah, and I've used it for
Arson
no good. Yeah,
and stabbing
yeah, just
people.
terrible, terrible things.
Yeah. Yeah.
My answer's no.
Arson by name, stabbing by nature,
Exactly.
as the old phrase goes. Quest.
I accept your quest.
Okay. There's a special kind of place in hell for you.
Okay.
However, there has been a staff walkout and you're now stranded in Utah without with only a bicycle reflector and a box of crispy puff cereal. The wind has changed in a northerly direction. What is the success percentage of this quest?
Okay, so you've got the wind factor.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Utah factor.
Yeah.
Calculating everything, like 42%.
42.
Yeah. I'd say 98.
Arson with a controversial score.
Yeah,
Very
come
high
on.
score,
I mean,
very
you're in
high
hell
score.
anyway in Utah.
It's
Wind
true.
don't matter, baby.
It doesn't. It
No.
really doesn't.
Following on from that,
Yeah.
I've got a exclusive announcement to make. This is quite a big deal, actually. From the NME, they've given us the rights to announce this. It's the Glastonbury 2020 lineup
Oof.
for the pyramid stage.
Nice.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Friday.
Are we going from top to bottom here, headliner to opener, or opener
No,
to headliner?
opener to headliner.
Okay.
So Friday, opening night is going to be Jam and Spoon. You
Mm.
remember them from the 90s? They had a
Creamy.
hit right in the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Montel Jordan.
Yeah. This is how we do it.
Yep. The drummer from The Fall. He's going to be
Ooh.
doing a solo set.
Mm-hmm.
Living Joy.
Yeah.
The Rolling Stones playing an early afternoon slot.
I'm not sure they are.
No, I don't know. I think
They're
they're
like a
new.
new band. Aren't
I
they?
think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Master P.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was his phrase? Oh.
It was
Oh. Ladysmith Black Rebel Mambazo Club.
Motorcycle Club. Yeah.
So that's Yeah.
Ladies with
We'll-
Black Rebel Motorcycle Mombasa Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we've got Junior Vasquez.
And they're going to be introduced by Jules Holland.
Yeah. MCing. We've got Junior Vasquez then.
Yep.
And then the main support
Mm-hmm.
for the evening, the Outier Brothers.
Yeah.
And headliner, Beast Mix.
Oof. He's controversial. But
It's
he's
very
Is that on the
controversial.
Friday?
That's
Great
that's
to
all
come
the
back.
Friday. What a lineup for Friday.
Because I misheard then. I thought Top Loader were headlining.
No.
Is that on Saturday?
They're playing the other stage on the Saturday.
Oh,
Fun fact,
sorry.
true
sorry.
story this. Dancing in the Moonlight was the first song I heard this year, and I was dancing to it along the Taff Embankment.
In the moonlight.
In the moonlight, yeah. So there you go.
Perfect.
With a bunch of random students.
Saturday
Yeah.
opening D-Ream
Ooh.
featuring Brian Cox,
Yeah,
the
you should
cousin
have
of
announced
our
this
guest.
Is this because we had the guest on last week that they were
Yeah.
asked to announce this? Okay.
And then we've got the drummer from Weezer doing a solo set.
Is Chingy in this as well?
Maybe. We'll wait and see. Genesis Porridge from Throbbing Gristle is doing a solo set.
Okay.
If you're going on about all these new bands playing, why doesn't Jimi Hendrix do anything anymore? Was he resting on his laurels? Oh, 70s. Oh, I fucking didn't need to do that because I did it all in the 60s. I'll have a little sleep. Is that what's going on? Is that why he's not doing anything anymore? Is he doing the Glastonbury this year?
I think he's just out of touch nowadays. He's just not that.
What a prick!
Jimi Hendrix.
I'm sorry. I'm just
Gail
I'm
Platt's
wound up
not
now.
happy.
Come
Gail
here,
Platt is
Gail.
our
Come here,
host.
Gail. Everything's okay.
It's dog.
Gail.
Doggy Dog World.
What's
It is.
the episode was called? Dog Tanyan.
Dog, yeah.
Yeah.
The Bounty Hunter. Carrying on from Genesis Porridge, after Genesis Porridge we've got Ocean Colour Scene.
Ooh, from Birmingham. Yeah.
Yep. Followed by the Blue Tones.
From somewhere else. Yeah.
Followed by Dodgy.
When it wonders. Dodgy, yeah, classic.
Followed by Band Aid.
Yeah. Okay. Which one?
All of them.
The original one.
Yeah, they're all of them
Oh, all the
combined. Yeah.
Band-Aids, yeah.
And then headlining Saturday and Friends.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yep.
And they're going to be introduced by Andy Peters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday
Okay.
we've got Chaka Khan
Yeah.
opening.
Chaka Khan.
And then we've got the drummer from the Pointer Sisters doing a solo set.
Nice.
Olivia Newton-John, and she will be performing extended version of Physical for her entire set.
Okay.
Lovely.
Miami Sound Machine.
Yeah, okay.
Laura
With or without Gloria Stefan?
with
With. Good.
Laura
Good
Branigan's
shout.
Law, which is a combination of popular punk, I think, band Branigan's Law and Laura Branigan. That's a very, very obscure reference.
It's a very
It'll be about
obscure reference.
One person in the world that might know.
I think he's sat here as well.
Yeah.
Is it Gail Platt?
And then Gail Platt. Cooler Shaker
Yeah.
performing. Then we've got the Paddingtons.
Okay.
Main support for Sunday, Chingy.
Oh, Chingy, yes. Right, her.
And headlining Sunday, Beast Mix and Friends.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what a nice way to
together.
close off the festival.
Sunday
Yeah.
night festival. I got a letter from a fan. Well,
Okay.
it's not a letter, he just texted me. If you'd like to.
Okay.
Well,
Just now?
Yep.
Oh, during the live recording.
Right. Dear Tom and Simon, aka the Pit of Chimps hosts.
It's
I
us.
recently returned home from a country frisbee tournament to find my 80-year-old grandma, Dark Sylvia, sitting naked and cross-legged while playing the song from Shang Tsung's level on Mortal Kombat 1 on an oboe.
Wow, that's a lot to process in that sentence.
What can I do to ensure this happens again? Cheers, Chimpos. Brian Unisex from Doncaster.
Wow, what can you do to recreate those?
I reckon he should become either Sub-Zero or Johnny Cage.
Ooh, but what about?
Challenge his grandmother,
Mhm.
she's been quite saucy from what
She's naked.
I'm reading. Well, yeah,
80 years old.
Quite-
Dark Sylvia sitting naked and cross-legged.
quite
Yeah,
very
fair play,
saucy.
she's
Oh
covering
no,
her-
she's being a little bit reserved there.
Mhm.
Cross-legged, naked. She's got the cooch there, but cross-legged. She's not being Not being ultimate saucy.
No, not ultimate saucy.
She's not being
No.
Sharon Stone in, or maybe she will be.
Ultimate
She might-
saucy.
Ultimate saucy.
Ultimate saucy.
And what?
And what?
Well, because she's cross-legged, I don't know. She's gonna.
She's got some dignity.
But she can diminish that instantaneously. But being ultimate saucy, it's her grandson. But yeah, either Johnny Cage it or Sub-Zero it. It depends. I'm just fixated on the Mortal Kombat element of it.
Yeah, I think it's the way to go.
Either just finish her.
Yeah.
Whichever way you choose.
Supreme.
So
There we go.
there you go. Supreme.
Yeah.
Let me get a boneless pizza with a 2-liter of Coke.
Wow, Spacey.
Boneless pizza.
So, anything else going on this week in the world?
Supreme.
Have you got any Edgar Allan Poe for us?
Yeah. Did I do? Yeah, I've got the last ever installment actually.
Whatever.
Yep. This is the last one. Well, it might not be. We'll see. They might send us some more. This is the last one they've sent us. But okay. Here we go. So this is the latest installment of The Adventures of Paul and Susan by Edgar Allan Poe.
Sponsored by Egg Biscuits.
Moo are you? Moo are you? Moo are you? Paul was dressed as a cow for Halloween. His new catchphrase for the night hadn't achieved the laugh he was hoping it would, so he decided to repeatedly chant it ad nauseum until someone laughed.
What a prick.
No one did. He got an Uber home at 4 a.m. The stench of vomit and feet had entrenched itself into his outfit, but at least the stinking shithole of a club had provided free toast. Moo are you then? The Uber driver asked. Paul stared despairingly into the mirror from the back seat to catch a glimpse of the driver's eyes, but she was wearing sunglasses. I'm a cow, he muttered. A sexy cow, the driver replied, a hint of suggestion in her voice. Paul perked up. I'm sorry? Well, it's just I've picked up a lot of guys in fancy dress tonight, and you're alright. Paul looked into the mirror again to see more of her, but as well as the glasses, she had a leather biker hat and a bandana covering most of her face. Oh, cheers. You like cows then? Yeah, I like sucking the milk out of them. Paul felt a bulge in his nether region starting to harden. He decided to turn things up a notch and start getting dirty. You, want some of my milk, you filthy pig? The cab screeched to a sudden halt. They'd pulled up on a lay-by near the small town of Flatulence. The cab driver undid her seatbelt and clambered into the back, then straddled onto Paul's lap. She stared him in the eyes. I'm Susan, she whispered. I'm a cow, Paul replied. Susan took off her sunglasses, bandana and biker hat to reveal the face of former WWE superstar Akeem the African Dream. I'm Susan now, he was whispering gently. Penetrate me. But I'm not gay, Paul stuttered nervously. Akeem looked disappointed and angry. He opened the door, got out of the car and dragged Paul out with him. He pulled out a saxophone from his pants and started playing the intro to Careless Whisper. Suddenly, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse appeared from over a nearby hill. Death, famine, war, and Tasty Ken. They rode their horses over to where Paul and Akeem the African Dream were stood and dismounted their horses. Tasty Ken placed his hands on Paul's cock. Know thee, tamed beast, for I have come in the name of the Lord, and I shall purse thou with furious angst, and hast thouest shall be lain forevermore. In the name of the Father, the Spirit, and the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. And with that, Paul was gone. All that remained was his cow costume. A note fell out of one of the pockets. It read, Moo are you? Moo are you, indeed.
Oof.
Supreme.
That Edgar Allan Poe story kind of went Jilly Cooper towards the end there. Talking about cocks and...
Yeah, well, he was a saucy bugger. They didn't know it. But he liked a bit of cock.
Maybe
Old Edgar Allan Poe.
Jilly Cooper got her
Cock.
sexual side from Edgar Allan Poe.
Spicy.
Sexy, spicy cock.
So
Well, that's the last one. Maybe there'll be more.
maybe they'll
but,
uncover some more. They said it was the last one when they put him in the ground
Exactly.
in Baltimore.
Then he wrote another...
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Balt.
More.
That was good, I like that.
What's the story in Baltimore?
With time!